This first activity is building cubes. Let me switch it to the document camera. Building cubes. And so we're just going to take snap cubes and build bigger and bigger cubes from the cubes. And the first part of this, if you saw this on the slide, it says build a cube of a side of 1. Build a cube of a side of 1. Sometimes in a math class, the directions or the problem itself could be so simple that it's confusing. I don't know if you've ever encountered that. I would think maybe you probably have. It happens at every level. You know, they'll write the math book and they'll want the first problem to be something kind of easy, and it's so easy that it's confusing. And at a graduate level, the professor would use the word trivial. And you can ask almost any grad student here, when the professor says this is trivial, their stomach probably takes a little flip, because trivial is not necessarily trivial. This one says build a cube of side 1. Well, how am I going to do that? Here it is. 1 snap cube. So I'll try to get that on the video here. So build a cube of side of 1 is 1 snap cube. On this activity of building cubes, I want to take the cubes I build and talk about 3 different things. So we will talk about 3 things. And they all will have a different type of change, these 3 things. One of the things is the perimeter of 1 face. That might be confusing in itself. The perimeter of 1 face is really, I'm looking at my cube. I'm going to use a different color to contrast with the paper. I'm looking at my cube and I'm seeing that the flat side, 1 face, the perimeter, that's just like the perimeter of a square that you've been doing for years and years and years. So the perimeter of 1 face. The second thing we'll look at is the area of 1 face. And really, there's nothing to stop us from looking at the surface area, but that will kind of complicate it a little bit. We're just going to do the area of 1 face. So that would be the area of a square. But again, what you've been doing for years and years and years. And then the third thing, we're going to do the volume of the cube. So how many, well, I won't comment more on that. We'll comment more as we go with this, okay? So the first part of this is to build a cube of side of 1, and I got that, here it is. And then we're going to look at these 3 things. Then we're going to build a cube of side of 2 and build one with a side of 3 lengths, and look at these items as we build onto the cube. So for now, you have your snap cubes, and I've kind of given you the idea of what's going to go on here, and I need to fill this stuff in, but go ahead and build a cube of side 2. All right, now I got my slide back up here, and I've talked about the perimeter. the area, the volume, so I've gone through this terminology. And then we're up to build a cube of side 2.